I didn't go to bed till 2 a.m. last night.
Dude, I went to bed around 1. I was looking all over for my car keys. I probably retraced my steps about 50 times last night from probably 11 to 1 a.m. Trying to find my keys. And it turns out that Mia, in her tired stupor, decided to grab my keys and put them in her purse. So I tried to wake her up to help me, and I was getting like really pissed off. Not necessarily at her, just that I couldn't find my keys and getting really anxious about it and everything. And she huh? Like when I woke her up, to just like super tired, and I was trying to find my keys, and she was like, "Did you look here? Did you hang them up?" I'm like, if they were in the normal spots, I would have found them because I looked on all the normal spots.
You would not be awake right now if they were in those spots.
So I even went outside several times because I'm like, maybe they were in my pocket and they fell out. And I was like, it doesn't even make sense because I had to get in the house. Like they have my house keys on it. So they would not be outside, but I checked anyway, just in case, because I was outside at one point. So, yeah, 1 a.m. That was fun. Why were you up till 2?
Hold on, I accidentally started Steam, and it's slowing everything down.
Yeah, I can tell.
Hold on, we'll put the intro here, and then we'll know why I was out till 1 a.m. Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Albert Einstein. That's a really bad. Hold on. I know I got this. I had it. I was going after the bobbleheads from Night at the Museum 2, and now I can't do it. Yeah, I'm Albert Einstein, yo. I'm Albert Einstein. That's who I am. I'm Albert Einstein.
What's
How's it
up?
going?
It's me, Albert Einstein, and I'm here to tell you that it's all relative.
3.14159265. Everybody knows pi, but do you know that E equals MC squared? I do. I knew that one because I found that out. How you doing? What's up? You want to talk about some bombs? Because we can talk about bombs, yo.
Albert Einstein was not a part of the Manhattan Project.
Albert Einstein did create some of the science that was used to create bombs.
Just because you create the science doesn't mean you create the bomb.
True. Very true.
It's like you didn't even watch Oppenheimer, something that we're now allowed to talk about.
I know. I was actually thinking, how about next week I do a quiz that's just like everything movies, like everything we've missed over the we haven't been able to talk about over the last couple months. Just a movie quiz.
So when you say you do the quiz, you want to take the quiz or you want to make a quiz about the movies that we've missed?
I want to make a quiz about movies.
Knowing full well that I've seen a lot of the movies that we weren't allowed to talk about.
Right. But it doesn't necessarily have to be about the movies themselves. It could just be movie related since we haven't been able to talk about them.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Does this sound better now?
Sounds good. It sounds just the same.
Just same. It doesn't sound any better at all.
No better.
So it turns out my mic wasn't plugged into the cord that plugs into my computer. So now it should sound a whole lot better because I'm actually using the microphone that's in front of me.
I think it sounds good. I guess I wasn't really paying attention to how it sounded the first part,
Well, I'm definitely gonna notice it while I'm editing this. But hey, that's just
It's gonna be like
me.
it's gonna be like, hello, this is how I've been talking this whole time. Hello, this is how I'm talking now. Like that's how it's gonna be.
And you're listening to a good microphone. No, but as we were talking in the intro, I did not go to bed until 2 a.m. because I was out with friends for a friend's birthday party, and it was a lot of fun.
That's good.
It was at this place called The Bar, and
Wait,
that is not
actually
me
called
being
The Bar?
facetious. Yeah, it's literally called The Bar.
Oh boy, okay. Is it like a nightclub for lawyers?
No.
Oh darn.
No, unfortunately not.
What do you mean
but
unfortunately?
Well, because I would love to go to a nightclub for lawyers.
That sounds like torture. What are you talking about?
No, because then you ask a girl out and she goes objection, and you go overruled.
I guess there's some good pickup line options there.
They have like the main bar, and then there's the side bar.
And then there's a whole area, like the VIP area is the bench.
Yeah.
I like it.
The jury box is for when you're not a lawyer and you still want to come in, but only 12 people that aren't lawyers can come in at a time.
Oh man.
Go on. Hit me with your opening statement.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. We have the worst ideas in our brains.
I don't know. I think this is a brilliant idea. But
so you went to the bar.
I went to the bar and we did karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, I showed up late to this function because I was working, and so it was about 10:30 when I got there. And it wasn't just like our group there. There was other regulars in this like smallish town bar, but it was mainly people we knew. I was, I think, the most sober person in the room because I was sober, but like, of course, nobody else in this bar, I think, except the bartender, was anywhere close to me. And I just want to talk about how much fun people watching is when everyone else is drunk around you.
It's great. It's amazing.
It's fantastic, especially when there's karaoke. Because there was karaoke there last night.
Love that. It's so much fun.
It was great having our group of mid-20s people come into this small town bar and just take over, basically.
Yeah.
I of course sang "Safety Dance" by Men with Hats.
That's a good option. I'm sure it's a good option. I don't know it, but I'm sure it's a great option.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave.
Oh, I know that one.
Oh, wow. You know a song, man.
You just had to sing the lyrics. I know the song. I just don't know the name of the song or the
Safety Dance. Safety Dance.
I was doing a crossword. I know this is completely unrelated. I was doing a crossword, and they said it was like the artist who sings. I don't remember what song it was. And I was like, "That's crazy! I totally know this artist. I could not think of it." I'm like, "They're literally the people who sang the original intro for the Mac, like the oh my goodness, my brother and me." Like, I know them. I know every song they've ever sung. I listened to them constantly. It was ABBA, and I could not think of it for the life of me the whole time. And then I like started filling in crosswords because that's, you do a crossword, and I figured out it was ABBA, but I forgot. I'm disappointed in myself. Sorry, that song reminds me of ABBA. That's the only reason I thought of this entire thing.
I think it's relatively close, but I think it reminds me more of like the B-52s and like Rock Lobster.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's just like it's not the style that ABBA does, but when I think of old music that you throw into movies because it's like nostalgic and stuff. That's the kind of song I think of, is that song, ABBA, other artists.
Well, ABBA was like big in the 70s. Men with Hats became popular. Can I get any information on this band, please? They're from Canada. That's interesting information. They were active in 1977, so they're pretty similar time frames.
Right.
So it's not like terribly inconsistent to say that they sound similar.
Yeah. I'm a genius. I know. It's fine.
There have been so many people in this band. Hold on. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26.
That's a crazy amount of people.
That's just the former members. There's 4 current members to the band as well.
Dang. That is absolutely crazy. You know what else is crazy? My niece got a dog. My niece got a little dog. It's a puppy, and it's really cute.
What kind of dog?
It's a blue heeler border collie mix. So it's bluey, but with some border collie. It actually looks like Bingo.
Which one's the border collie?
Border collie is... There's no border collies in that show that I know of, unless there is.
No, I'm trying to remember what a border collie looks like.
Border collie. That's the one. Kind of looks like Sam, but not Sam. Here. Oh, booyah. This picture right here. I'm going to share my screen. Booyah. That's the one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a border collie, and it's kind of like this coloring right here,
Yeah.
where it's mostly white, has some orange in it, and it has blue heeler in it. You can see it in the nose, but anyway, so that is my niece's new dog, and she got it with ticks and fleas, so she has now had to. She brought it over today at family dinner, and we removed the ticks, and I guess early in the day she gave it a bath and removed the fleas. But who sells a dog that has like ticks and fleas? Like, why don't you check before you sell it?
It was probably a less than reputable establishment if they were selling with ticks and fleas.
It's very possible.
Unfortunate to say, but if this is the niece that I'm thinking about, then she's going to take care of that dog pretty well.
Yeah, no, she's already been doing really good. I think her only problem is money, just having the money to do everything she needs.
Right.
Pets are expensive, and she has a job, so she's like paying for it and everything. But I feel like money is going to be the only like hindrance in how she takes care of the dog. But I've given her some tips on, because I'm the foremost expert on dogs, in case anyone was wondering. And I know everything there is to know about dogs. So she's asking me questions about like what to feed them and what to, the stuff to use and collars and leashes, all that jazz. Right. And I give her my 2 cents, which in my opinion is correct 2 cents. It's definitely not the 2 cents I get from the people on TikTok.
A question for you though. Is your expertise only limited to dogs, or are you an expert on other animals as well?
No, just dogs. Just dogs. Yeah. Okay,
so if someone was to put together a quiz on animals, you don't think you could do very well on it?
No. So animals is a little tricky,
Okay.
there's animals and then there's dogs. And dogs, they're very easy. You learn things. You go to school. You do all that jazz, like I did. And you become an expert. You become an expert on dogs. And so I'm just an expert on dogs. I don't think I could. I don't think I could crush a quiz. I think I could do pretty well though on an animal quiz.
Would you like to see? Because I have a quiz on animals here.
Do you really?
I do have a quiz on animals.
Okay.
And it's a quiz. It's welcome to the Clever Boy Quiz, everyone. It's a quiz that asks an age-old question within itself. So it is a quiz on animals, but it's also a quiz titled "Who's Bonier?"
No. I'm quitting the podcast. Thank you very much for the time. I appreciate
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is the long-awaited return of the Who's Bonier quiz.
Oh my god.
Welcome to Who's Bonier Part 2 or 2 for those non-German speakers.
That was definitely French.
Yep, that's the joke, Matt. Thank you for explaining it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. That is so. Before we get into the quiz, I'm going to postpone as long as I possibly can. I have jokes that aren't funny to literally anybody else. One of my bits, one of my jokes that I think is hilarious is explaining other people's jokes. Does that make sense? Like I
do that, but I like explaining my own jokes.
Yeah. Oh, I do that too. I definitely
literally if you hadn't said that, I probably would have gone, see, that was funny because it wasn't German, it was French.
Yep.
Which that is another bit I like doing where I say one language and I go, yeah, but I don't speak Spanish. And I was like, you just spoke German. And I was like, yeah, because I don't speak Spanish.
I love that ADHD and autism are so similar because sometimes I question if I have autism or ADHD or both. But I don't think I do. I think I just have ADHD. So we're going to stick with that. I don't want to find out if I have autism.
I don't know what's going on, but there's something's up there.
My brain isn't correct. I don't know how to.
Something's not something,
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, we're going to be doing Who's Bonier Part 2. Matt's favorite quiz of all time.
My mom is listening right now, and she's like, okay, let's ace this quiz, and she's gonna tell me every single answer that she got that I did, every single one.
I hope so, Kelly. This one's for you. Just to confirm, you are still a Famniert venturer.
I hope we get to the 18th. Like, I hope I ace this quiz so we can get off of you saying that one.
It would be great if I knew how to say it properly because I think I've said it differently every single time.
Every time. Yeah.
But hey, let's see how we do. So I'm going to clarify this ahead of time, just so that there's no arguments between you and I or between me and Kelly. We are using the total number of bones in which the average grown human has, which is 206.
206. Okay.
We are not going by children.
You just said human.
That would be absurd.
You just said human. So human has a range of 200 and whatever babies have to 206. That is the range that humans have.
You're going to lower your range when I break. No, you're going to raise your range when I break all of your bones.
Split every bone into 2 bones.
If this is your first time listening, Who's Bonier is a quiz where I give Matt an animal, and he has to give me an answer of whether or not that animal has more or less bones than a human. That bone total is 206. Matt, are you ready for your first animal?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Your first animal is the eye.
Question. Before we get into this, so that we don't piss Matt off, There are two answers to this. Who's bonier is either human or the other thing. Okay, that's the two answers. If there are any that are equal, that is an invalid question. Do we
There are
understand?
none that there are none that are equal.
Okay, getting into it. An eye. Can I look at what the heck an eye is? I've never even heard of this animal.
Are you familiar with the Pokemon Grafai?
Is that the monkey?
It's a lemur.
Oh, it's a lemur. Okay.
It's like with the one with the big eyes.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go with more. The lemur, the eye is more bony. They have a tail, I think. So tails have bones.
Final answer.
Sure. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Boo. Okay.
The eye only have 139 bones in their body.
Don't they? That's wild. Okay.
Alrighty. Question number 2. Oh, I think the first time we did this, I had you guess how many you think that they had.
Oh, did you? Ew. I don't like that. Oh, come for like bonus points.
I think so. Hold on, let me check the sheet. I don't think I wrote it down. See, this is the problem with using the same paper from when we started. I don't know what any of this means. Well. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me check here. I definitely don't have that information. Oh, well. Do you want to try and guess how many they have after? Okay.
No.
Right. Cool. All of them.
I don't want to feel like more of a failure than I already do. So no, thank you.
Too bad. Animal number 2, a leopard gecko.
A leopard gecko. See, the problem is leopard geckos, pretty sure, have 5 little handsies, little phalanges. They have 5 little phalanges on their front and back feet, I think. They have a tail, which commonly has bones in it. Oh no, does it? Because they can just like detach it.
Can that brand of lizard do it?
Leopard geckos? I think so. That brand of gecko? What do you mean brand?
They're all brand names, don't you know?
Can the McDonald's gecko release its tail at any? I'm gonna say
McDonald's doesn't have a gecko. They have an iguana.
I'm gonna say they have less bones than a human.
Final answer.
Yeah, humans are bonier. Final answer.
Matt. That is correct.
All right, sweet.
Leopard geckos have 200 bones.
Oh, close.
Very. Alrighty, question number 3. Who's bonier? Humans or beaver?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna say a beaver. Final answer.
I think a beaver is bonier than a human.
Yeah, sure.
So a beaver is bonier than both of us.
A beaver is bonier than both of us. Yep.
Boy. Beavers be bony by your belief.
Yep.
And that is a correct belief. Beavers are bonier.
Bam. Get it? Boom. Bam.
Bang.
You're saying the
Bow. Beavers have 273 bones.
Dang, where all those bones fit in, beavers?
Well, they got like these ones are really big, and so I guess like the rest of them are really small.
I thought teeth didn't count as bones. Did they count as
I
bones?
don't remember. I don't remember. Question number 4. This was
Yeah.
like one of the first quizzes I have ever made.
Yeah,
Like
it was really on, and I hated every second of it. So thank you for making a part 2. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and it will come back again. Question number 4. Your more recently inspected and thought about favorite animal, a zebra.
Zebras. Again, Science Icarus, Sicarus. It doesn't matter.
Syracuse.
I think zebras. I think horses were on the last one too. But do I remember how many bones horses had? No. I'm gonna go with horses. I mean, a zebra. Zebras have less bones than humans. So
Final answer.
Yes, final answer.
Matt, humans have 206 bones in their body.
Yes, they do. We established that.
Zebras
Adults specifically
have 205.
Oh, I win.
That is another point for you. You still mad about taking this quiz? You're doing pretty well so far.
I'm still mad about taking this quiz. This is pure guesswork. There is no knowledge involved whatsoever.
What could you possibly be mad about?
Well, so far we established the amount of bones an adult human has, and that is the bones we're going off of. We also established that there are none that are the same, correct? So the same amount. So as long as there's none that are the same amount, this quiz is all right so far.
So you're hoping for no trick answers, and that's what's going to make this quiz good for you.
Trick answers, as far as having the same amount as humans, yes, that's what I'm hoping for.
All right, I can respect that. Question number 5: What's bonier, a human or a raccoon?
I really thought you were gonna say what's bonier, a human or a human? Raccoon. Nope. Yeah, raccoon. No, raccoon. Final answer.
Final answer.
Final answer. I got those little thumbs.
Well, Matt, here's an interesting situation we're in.
Okay.
Because the correctness of your answer would depend on what kind of raccoon we're talking about.
Pretty sure there's only one type of raccoon, so
if it was a female raccoon, they would have 206 bones, the same as a human.
If it was a male raccoon, they have 207.
That's correct, which means that you are correct.
Wait a second. Why do they have 207? Please tell me it's not where I think it is.
I believe it is. And it's so disturbing. And like I couldn't find what bone it was, but if there are any raccoon experts out there,
please
you
tell
let us know.
If
you can just be like, just text us and be like, look, it's what you think it is. And like that's all you have to do.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Yeah, please tell us. I want to know. Hank Green, hit us up.
Hank Green, let me know. Dan Povenmire, if you like raccoons, let me know. Alrighty. Animal number 6. A Komodo dragon.
A Komodo dragon. That's a lizard. Komodo dragon is a lizard, a type of reptilian animal. Okay.
Correct.
And they have bones, I think.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say, just for craps and giggles, I'm gonna say that Komodo dragons have more bones than humans. Final answer.
Final answer.
Heck yeah.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Okay. Why? Tell me why, please. Enlighten me.
So I'm gonna give you this number, and I want to know your thoughts on this
Like
because I
7,
have a thought. It's 90.
90. That's not a lot.
It feels like too few bones, right?
Right. No, yeah, for sure. It,
And
it must be something along the lines of like where we have 3 bones, like just in our finger itself. They have like 2. You know what I mean? Something like that. Where they cut down on, that's 4 bones per finger. 5, technically, I guess.
I
Depending.
think it's also like I think there's more bones from your ankle down than the rest of your body combined, or there's some sort of weird fact where your feet just have like way too many bones in them. And like I guess a Komodo dragon is just more efficient with their bones, you know?
That would be my guess, is that they cut back on some of the deficiencies that us humans have, and they were able to streamline their bone structure. It's probably most of their bones are probably their back, like their spine as well as their tail, and that's probably the most of their bones. And then they have like 1, 2, couple there, stuff like that.
Oh, when you look at animals like that, you're starting to see that there are some that are more bone efficient than others, and like Komodo dragon is one of them. We talked about a few of them last time, and then you have some that are just like have wild numbers of bones. In them.
like 674. Like, why do you have that many bones? What do you,
Well,
do you,
the python has the most bones of any animal, if you remember, at 600.
yeah.
But then like a deer had like 328. It's like, why do you have that many bones? You don't need that many bones, man.
You really don't. Like, zebras can do exactly what you do with 205 bones. Like, come on.
Zebras and horses are like way more efficient than
Like,
deer.
Streamline it, please, deer. Come on.
And that's why I love this concept though, because if you think like, oh, that's a small animal, it's not going to have a lot of bones, and then it surprises you, and then you're like, oh, that's a big animal, it's going to have a ton of bones, and then it has like, because like the Komodo dragon, I think, is the biggest lizard, and then like a leopard gecko has 200, but a Komodo dragon has 90.
Yeah, it's wild.
Makes you think. You never really know how many bones an animal has.
You never do. It's
Unless you listen to the Garlic Boys 9 a.m. every Sunday.
It is a complete mystery, and honestly, it's another thing that I think science should not have broached. Like, why are we X-raying animals to find out? Like, do you know how many harmful rays are in X-rays? A lot of them. A lot of harmful rays.
You're right. We're gonna do this a more humane way. I'm gonna kill all of these animals, let beetles digest their meat, and then just count the bones.
That's what we should be doing, but instead we're going around with a portable X-ray machine and trying to figure out how many bones an animal has. Come on, science, do better.
I mean, do you know how hard it is to keep a leopard gecko still while taking an X-ray?
It would be so much easier just to grab its little neck and sorry, we're getting a little too graphic for those vegetarian viewers out there.
Listen, the raccoon stole my stethoscope, and now I can't be a doctor anymore. Don't you know the stethoscope is the only thing that makes doctors a doctor?
That's blatantly false. That is one of the most things I've ever heard in my entire life.
You can say anything if you're wearing a stethoscope.
I think we need to start putting a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode to say that literally nothing is true. It's all false. Every single word.
Do you know what doesn't need a disclaimer?
Your mom. Sorry, that was rude.
Animal number 7. The pig.
The pig. The pig has less bones than a human. The pig is less bony. Human's bonier.
Human is bonier than a pig. Final answer.
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Boo! Boo! You suck! Squish sucks!
Wow, we've gotten to blatantly defiant, Matt.
I am so tired right now.
Oh, I mean, it's 7 a.m. and we're in a warehouse. What do you think was going to happen?
That warehouse is never going away. That's worked its way into the other show, let alone it's constantly in this one.
I'd just like to remind everyone that I didn't start that joke. I took it from Dimension 20. A pig only has 223 bones.
Boo. Wait, that's more than human. I see. Yeah, I said
Yeah,
that.
yes.
The other one.
Get it together, Matt.
Sorry.
Animal number 8. The elephant.
Didn't we do the elephant last time?
No, I double checked.
I'm gonna say the elephant has less bones than a human.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, an elephant has way more bones than a human, dude.
How am I supposed to know that?
It's massive.
We literally like roll like when you're I hope you listen to this over again, like instead of just like breezing past this section. We literally just talked about how bigger animals tend to have fewer bones like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, you're right. We did talk about that. It's
Stricken,
wild.
Stricken from the record.
No, it's you never think that someone who's giving you a quiz and knows that there's a larger animal coming up would then distract you and try and make you think that the larger animal doesn't have more bones.
Okay.
I did that. That's what I did.
That's called witness tampering, Connor. That is witness tampering.
Objection.
I will not have it in my courtroom. The bar is too important.
Your Honor, sidebar. Just really want to know if you know if animal number 9, the frog, is that bonier than a human?
Nope, not bonier than a human.
Is that final answer, Your Honor?
Do they even have bones? It doesn't matter. They're not bonier than a human. No way.
Final answer.
They do have bones. Yes, final answer.
What did you say?
I said humans are bonier. Is what
humans are bonier. Final answer.
Yeah. Yes. Final answer.
Okay. That is correct.
What?
Hey, you know how I know frogs have bones in them, Matt?
How do you know that frogs have bones in them?
Because I've eaten frog legs.
Yeah, I've never eaten frog legs, so I don't know anything about the anatomical structure of frogs.
It kind of tastes like dark meat on chicken.
That's what I've heard. I've heard alligator is very similar to tasting like chicken as well. Never had either.
Alligator I only had as a sausage wrapped in that was stuffed inside chicken, wrapped in bacon. So it was kind of porkish to me. So I don't know.
Fair enough. I had alligator. They were like alligator nuggets, I think, or something like that at a fair a while back. I'm pretty sure it was just chicken. It was just straight chicken that they said it was alligator and made you pay like $10 for, but it was chicken.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Me either.
Alrighty, you ready for your last animal?
I'm ready for my last animal.
Animal number 10. The eagle.
I'm going to assume. Oh, you know what? No, birds are weird. They're different. Because there's not a lot. All right, I'm trying to think here. They got those. They got those. They got those. They got those. I'm gonna go with bonier. The eagle is bonier.
Final answer?
Final answer, dude.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Ah, nice.
An eagle only has 103 bones, half as many as a human does.
That's crazy. Exactly half. That's wild.
But as wild and crazy as that is, this whole quiz is about to get even wilder and crazier because you are all tied up.
No way. Really?
Yeah. Which means this bonus question is for the win.
Cool. I like those ones where the bonus question actually matters.
Now, the first time we did Who's Bonier, there wasn't a bonus question. But this time there is. And it's interesting that I bring up the first time because question number 11. Thinking back to the last Who's Bonier, who had more bones, a cat or a giraffe?
On nuts. You act like I listened to previous episodes.
It's okay, Matt. It was only a year ago.
It was a very long time ago. Was it actually like exactly like, are you doing this because it's been a year, or is it like
I
around
think it's been a little longer than exactly a year, but yeah.
disappointing? You should have more foresight than that. I think that because if I remember right, giraffe. I think a giraffe had the same amount. Like that was one of the ones that I got mad about because it had the same amount as humans. It had 206 or less. It was very close. It doesn't matter though. I don't think it was. And then the cat, they have bones. They have tail bones, like in their tail. I'm gonna say the cat was bonier.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, you are correct. Giraffes had 170 bones,
Okay.
7 of which were in their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Cats had 203.
Ooh, so I was very wrong on my logic, but I stumbled upon the right answer. So that's what matters.
You technically had the right logic, just with the wrong animal.
Right.
But that means, Matt, that you win this week's Clever Boy quiz.
I'm a wiener.
Adding another win in your win column.
Heck yeah. What's my name? Do you got a name?
Yes, I do.
Finally legal. I'm sorry.
Matt, I'm very annoyed at what you just said because your name is a legally clever boy.
Love it.
And you just had to go and ruin the joke, but I guess that's what you do best.
Well, it's because I'm legally blonde. Man, this episode is full of the lawyer stuff.
Oh boy. I completely forgot what we were doing for a second. I'm so
Podcast?
tired today.
No wonder. I mean, staying out till 2 a.m. probably isn't the best way to get a good night's rest.
After waking up at 8 a.m. and then working all day and then going out.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not ideal. Scientists wouldn't recommend it. I know that.
But scientists fly too close to the sun all the time, so why can't I with my sleep schedule?
That is very true. I can't fault you with that answer.
Well, that's the end of this week's Clever Boy quiz. Matt, do you have a topic for us this week?
I do. My family, we've been playing D&D for a while. Sorry, we've been playing Pathfinder, but I just D&D is like Kleenex or chapstick. It's just the overarching word for all tabletop RPGs. Okay. We've been playing RPGs for a while. And I've had the same character, but then I switched characters because, I have a million backup characters, and we've discussed this on the other show. I switched characters, and then that character got chopped in half, so then I switched back to my first character. Okay. That's not relevant entirely. We've been playing the same characters for 5 years now. And so Tim, my brother-in-law, who is the DM of our group, decided to do something for his mom. So we put together like a one shot that we could play. The more experienced players, since we have been playing for 5 years, his mom and then another friend of ours joined. And so we got to play all new characters within the same universe. Best thing, I have been itching to play this. It was a samurai. That's just the character that I picked because, of course, why not? That was my hyperfixation for a good 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, I got to pick samurai. And it's probably, I haven't got to experience the fullness of samurais in battle. But already it's one of my favorite characters. I wanted to ask you, since you have also been somewhat immersed in the D&D RPG, tabletop RPG realm, what's your favorite character you've ever created? It doesn't have to be one you've played. It can be. But what is your favorite character that you've ever even like had the semblance of an idea of creating? And I also understand that putting you on the spot is probably not the best way for you to answer this question, but I wanted to talk about RPGs.
So here's the thing. I can't actually tell you my real favorite character.
Oh, no.
Because I've created a character that I was hoping to use one day on
the
you keep just calling it the other show. What you're referring to is TGB One Shots, our D&D one play show, where we are disgraced dragons that have to go, and I actually earned their spot back in leadership of the realm again. So they have to travel into different universes, inhabiting different heroes, becoming the worthy leaders that they were meant to be. That you can find everywhere you get podcasts Tuesdays at 11 a.m.
Yeah, that good plug.
And so I want to use it eventually on there. But I guess other than that, I really liked. Let me see if I can pull up his full title here.
Okay.
When we were in the Feywild Ball.
Oh, the bear. The awakened bear.
He was an awakened bear, Eldritch Knight, fighter warlock multi-class.
That's so wild.
And his name is let's see here. I have it in this section. I read a whole backstory for him, and then his full name and title is Sir Fuzzler Lee Weslington III, thirst of his name, the unfallen claw of the eastern wood, the right paw of the prickle bear, Earl of Denver, the lost cub made found, champion of Crescent Gorge, master of the mystic paw, defender of the hibernating, avenger of those who will never hibernate again.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. We did a lot of titles for that one.
That was just a fun space to play in of like high class society, but I was just a bear.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was cool, kind of like creating the whole city and world and realm in which Fuzzler was from. And like the genuine reaction, I believe, from Jackie like 3 episodes in, when they realized that It was a play on Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Yeah.
Um,
Good stuff. Good stuff. I feel like that show, TGB One Shots, for those of you who are upset that I haven't said it. My favorite part of that is that while we do have serious moments, and while overarching, I feel like there's a good serious story there. It's kind of my outlet for the fun reject characters in a way that, like, I can't play in my brother-in-law's very serious campaign.
right.
Like, I have a ton of really fun backup characters. 90% of them are puns or created to be similar to other characters that I have found over the years. I've literally created a dragonborn, a young dragonborn knight who goes around shield bashing people and collecting dragon eggs. Spyro. It's literally
Spyro.
like, I literally have so many characters that are just either plays on other characters or complete jokes and puns. And it's very fun to be able to play those characters where I know that everybody else is going to have a fun character as well. And while we have our serious moments, because you can't be all comedy all the time, it's fun to be able to play. Like, literally, I had a character with a long name, and it was the first character that I ever played for TGB One Shots. His name, for those of you who haven't listened yet, was Herbal Sharky, Rocky Doe Bingle, Smiggles, Ziggy, Crankle Snaps, Benjamin Topsy, Needle, Heedle, Forestopoulos a third. Like, what better gnome name than that? He didn't wear clothes either, just a beard. It was his beard.
Unfortunately, the listeners won't know that character.
Because it was in the prequel that we didn't release. Oh no! I forgot about that.
Some fun behind the scenes for everyone is that we recorded 2 episodes before that first episode everyone heard. And we were still working out the kinks of recording over the media and how, like, the interactions between the players would work and the media and everything. And the audio quality on those episodes was just not where we wanted it to be, and so unfortunately we weren't able to release them.
And that's so unfortunate, because that is one of the best characters I've ever made. He's so good.
You gotta bring him back somehow. I mean,
Yes.
he was a multi-dimensional scientist, and so, like,
Yes.
the idea of
Yes.
him coming back at some point isn't wild.
It's not. He was actually, like, that was his goal, was actually to find like, to create a multi-dimensional portal. So yeah, that would be great. And I know that Jackie has said the possibility of some older characters coming back again.
Right.
But we'll get there if we get there. For now, you should listen to the TGB One Shots because it's phenomenal. It's so fun. And you'll never get bored saying, man, these characters, they've been playing them for a long time. Man, this is so boring. I want new, fresh ideas. And voila, next episode, fresh idea right out the gate. Totally different setting.
It is a lot of fun doing the show because we are able to create fun new characters. And, like, the idea of, like, oh, I want to see what happens if you play this kind of character. And it's like, right now I'm a lizard folk fighter gunsmith based off of Rango, and his name was going to be the Hashslinger.
It's based off of Rango?
Wait.
That?
How did you not get that? How did you not get that?
Because I have seen maybe 2 seconds of the entirety of Rango. Maybe 2 seconds. And most of it was in the trailer. So that's probably what I've seen, is the trailer. How did I not know this? How did I not notice that a Western lizard was Rango? I'm mad.
A Western lizard gunfighter.
Yeah. All right. We can move on. That was I'm
but but his name was going to be the Hashlinger, because I thought that was a fun play on the board. He was wearing a hood and like he wasn't going to be seen the whole time, and so like I thought it was a nice inside joke to SpongeBob and other things like that. And then before we started recording, uh, one of our other castmates over there mentioned that they had lasagna recently. And then I went, lasagna.
So that became your character name.
And that gave the character name. I don't like that. That was the whole thought process.
Oh man, I love RPGs so much because you can just do whatever you want. Like obviously there's parameters, and usually the DM sets those parameters. But there's just so much you can do. Any character you could think of, there's a way to make it. There's a way to make it somehow, and it's great. I love it.
The truth in that is that you really can do whatever you want because it's a fantasy realm, and so whatever you say happens, it's gonna happen. Which is why I wanted to introduce you to probably the most chaotic character I've ever created. He was a 2-foot tall gnome, short for his species. He had a fluorescent green beard. He was shaved bald. Former knight of the gnomish guard. Basically, he was an ex-cop. Basically,
Yeah.
And I didn't make him a paladin. I made him a ranger because the gnomes lived in a forest village. It wasn't more of a city, and so ranger fit that better. I also he had the goal of eventually getting an animal companion, which was a tiger that he ran into a battle. And he talked like this, like it was high pitched, and he was aggressive. He was no nonsense, and he did whatever he wanted. He was a chaotic good. I'm here to do whatever I can to get the job done to protect those I love, especially after I refused to help a mobster and he killed my wife in retaliation, and now I'm on a path for revenge. And this character's name was Saul T. Knotts.
That's horrible. But good stuff. Good stuff.
I have something for the garlic spotlight this week.
No way! Your first G spot.
I don't know if this counts, but this is just something that's consumed my life over the last week.
Yeah.
And so I'm counting it. As you might have heard, it is Disney's 100th anniversary this year. And so they're doing everything. It's not the cards. That did consume my life, and I was one character off of getting it, but I'm not that upset about it.
Sending them to me on TikTok. I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Yes, Matt, because I needed to get all the cards. What don't you understand by me needing the cards?
Sorry.
But that's not what I'm obsessed with collecting now. What I'm obsessed with collecting right now is McDonald's Happy Meals have their new toy as a blind box 100th anniversary Disney character statuettes. They're like these little statuettes, and each box comes with 2 in them, and there's 100 for you to collect.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I now have 16.
Dang. There's 100 of them?
Yeah.
You got 16?
Yes.
That's wild.
In like a week. And so like I've been getting Happy Meals. Other people have been getting them and giving me the toys. You can just straight up buy the toys from them, but like if you get a Happy Meal, you can get a large drink with it, and it's only like $5.30, and so that's more than enough food. Also, if you use the McDonald's app regularly and you have saved up points, you can also get a free Happy Meal. And so if it's a place that like has a variety in their toys, you can get at least 4 different ones at the same time, which I've done. Some of them have been multiples, which I'm giving away to somebody else, but they're also trading me multiples they have. One of my coworkers, their son had one that they didn't really want, and so they gave it to me. And so it's been a fun sort of time collecting.
Yeah.
And like it's a wide variety of characters as well. So like I have Grogu, Darth Vader, Raya from Raya the Last Dragon, Tiana, Goofy, the Wasp, Darth Vader, Leia, that new little star thing from Wish, Mike Wazowski, Iron Man, Gamora. No, I don't have Iron Man. What do I have? Gamora. The guy from Soul, like
Oh yeah.
the lead guy from Soul. And a few more that I just can't remember right now. Tinkerbell and I think a Peter Pan.
Nice.
And so like it's been enthralling. Like I need them.
Eventually it'll get to the point where like 30 years from now you'll still have all of them, and like they'll be worth a ton of money. Like just if you have all 100, they'll be like worth $1 billion. I don't know, because inflation.
Look, I know I'm not going to get all of them, and honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not even sure if there's 100. But I just want to collect as many as possible because I have them on my shelf at work.
Yeah.
Because I have just a bunch of stuff. It's nice having a job where you can display things that you own in like a fun way. But yeah, that's my garlic spotlight for the week.
I gotta find out.
Are you Googling how many there are?
Yes. Okay, so it sounds like 50 plus. It just says 50 plus. It doesn't say the. Okay, 62. There are 62. Why didn't they just say 62 instead of 50 plus? Yeah. In honor of the Walt Disney Company's 100th anniversary, McDonald's is teaming up with Disney to release 62 exclamation, exclamation, exclamation Disney character figurines. Each Happy Meal comes with 2 surprise characters. It might take a lot of Happy Meals to collect them all, but they sure would look cool displayed on a shelf, right? And here's the full list of characters that you can collect. You can collect Elsa, Groot, Mulan, Woody. I wish I would have ordered these in some sort of way. Elsa,
These are
Groot,
these are the groupings of them from what I can tell. So Elsa and Groot come together, Mulan and Woody,
so
Minnie and Sully.
they don't go by the movie that they're in or anything. It's just like there are groupings.
No. Yeah, it's random.
Weird. Okay.
Here's one. Mike Wazowski and Maribel from Encanto. I have Maribel as well.
Nice.
Captain Marvel and Mickey Mouse, Grogu and Tiana, Daisy Duck and Shang-Chi, Edna Mode and Simba, Belle and the Mandalorian, Dumbo and Joy from Inside Out, Joe Gardner and Tinkerbell. Joe's the guy from Soul. Ant-Man and Olaf, Miss Marvel and Stitch, Darth Vader and Raya, Goofy and Mrs. Incredible. I also have her. That's another one. Ariel and Chewbacca, Peter Pan and the Wasp, Nemo and Snow White, Pocahontas and R2-D2, Loki and Moana, Asha and Buzz Lightyear. Asha, I believe, is from the new movie Wish.
Mm.
Donald Duck and Iron Man, Gamora and Lightning McQueen, Dory and Pongo, which is one of the 101 Dalmatians.
Yep.
Alice and Miguel from Coco, Panda May and Pluto, Black Panther and Valentino. I don't know
Okay.
what Valentino is.
I don't either.
And like the picture doesn't help at all.
Oh, I think that's from the new Star or the new Wish movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It's in the. This one has like the. Oh, come on. Do it better. Oh, okay. Well, it has.
For C3PO and King Magnifico, it has the same look to it. Dude, your
Fudge.
camera just sucks.
Yeah. It
And
does.
then you have Captain America and Maleficent.
He is
Yeah.
the one you're right there.
Okay.
With the
Yeah.
black background for the new Wish movie.
The Genie and Maribel, Ray and Star. Oh, I guess his name is just Star.
Yeah. Well, folks, make sure you go to McDonald's quite a bit because it ends December 4th, which is just a couple weeks from now. Get your figurines and give them all to Connor. We can send you a P.O. box if you'd like.
I don't have a P.O. box.
I do.
Do you really want to give away your private P.O. box?
It's a P.O. box. It's not like they're gonna get the town that I live in, which I'm pretty sure I've said on the podcast before. But they're not gonna get my address. They're not gonna know where I live. It's fine.
All right.
What, do you want me to get a P.O. box 3 towns over just so they don't know where I live?
I just don't know how to go about getting a P.O. box, and it feels like a long and lengthy process that we don't want to deal with.
It's not. I went into the post office and said, hey, can I get a P.O. box since I don't have a mailbox? They said, sure. And then I got a P.O. box. I just inserted my card. They said, all right, have a great day. I said, bye.
Oh, all right.
It's very easy.
Fine, go get us a P.O. box then. Do it. I don't care.
Or just use my P.O. box. If you're wondering, it's P.O. Box 323, Emlenton, PA. Please send us random stuff. Please don't send us illegal stuff, but random stuff is allowed. I would appreciate
that which you can legally send through the mail system. Send us.
Exactly. I love Funko Pops, so just send Funko Pops. It's fine.
And as you're sending it, make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok for posts about when we're here, as well as like and follow us on Facebook and help us grow that as well. We've been getting a lot of new people on there. That's a great place to see updates from us as well as posts, because honestly, we like it better than Twitter or X or whatever it's called, and we use it a lot more. Support us on Patreon by subscribing on there and donating monthly. It starts at $3 a month, and then if you want super special, cool stuff from us that you can't get anywhere else, you can support us at our $10 a month plan and get on all of that goodness. As well as if you want to support us in a more way where you get something physically, you can support us on redbubble.com/thegarlicboys and buy some of our stickered t-shirts and hats and backpacks and other phone cases and all that cool stuff that we have our designs on over there. We have some new designs coming out here probably by the start of December. That's when I think we were planning on that. So look out for those designs coming out. Those will be uploaded on Twitter and everything. Or not Twitter. Nope, we don't use Twitter. Instagram and Facebook and all of that when we get those taken care of. And if you'd like to watch video versions of the podcast, you can head on over to youtube.com/@thegarlicboys and find video versions of the podcast on there. Matt, do you have a supplementary mom report for this week?
I actually have one prepared, and it's who I was talking about earlier. My niece is a new dog mom. So what was that? Did you not see the thumbs up bubble that was literally right behind you?
No.
What? You're not messing with me, right? Like,
no, I was rubbing my eyes, so I didn't see anything.
There was, like it literally was right next to your head, and then it like popped. Is there like a thing on here that you can just do that? Like, just
I don't.
That does that. That doesn't do a little thumbs up. See, the weird thing is, what is going on? The weird thing is, it was on me, like the camera was on me, so even if it was on your screen, you wouldn't have seen it. Because I'm sorry, folks, I'm freaking out here. I think I'm going a little crazy.
Well, now you got me scared that there's something I'm in my house, dude.
No. It was like a little blue bubble that just like popped up next to your head, and it was like a little thumbs up. That's all it was. But I don't know how it got there. I don't know where it came from, and then it popped. It doesn't matter. All right, I'm going insane. It's okay. My niece is a dog mom. Thank you for listening to the podcast. I'm gonna go sleep because apparently I'm hallucinating. Or Connor's gaslighting me. I don't know which one.
I'm not that good of a gaslighter. I guess my mom this week is Linda Cardellini and Hawkeye.
Sorry.
Agent
I don't know what
Mockingjay.
All right.
Cool. Stay
Sorry to-
garlicky, I guess.
Sorry to harsh the vibe. I don't know what's going on. That wasn't cool.
You knew exactly what we were talking about, and you decided to do that anyways. That's one hell of an outro.
I mean, stay garlicky, yo.
I literally thought I was about to end, like my life was about to end.
That is an unfortunate way to end a podcast.
Matt, any final thoughts for us?
No, I don't have any final thoughts. I'm gonna maybe not go crazy. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Alrighty, that sounds great. Thanks so much for listening, and as always, please remember to stay garlicky. I'm gonna go beat my brother with a baseball bat.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.